Hello and welcome to my little boar's nest. I'm Ken Clark from Virtual Concept Group here in Prince George, BC, Canada. This video I put together is for the RTA cabinet dovetail drawers and introducing to you my drawer press. I have been in the construction trade for 37 years and always looking for ways to speed up my product with quality included. Over the years I have produced a number of jigs and setups to accomplish this for different areas. I'm very fussy in particular with giving my customers quality workmanship and product. My motto is if I don't accept it myself, I will not pass it forward to my customer. I've been assembling now RTA cabinets for about the last 6 years and happy with my supplier, though at times I will receive the odd defect or damaged product on shipment, which my supplier never complains when I ask for replacement. This now takes me to the cabinet dovetail drawers. Over the years, I've been fighting to make them look like they would out of a custom shop without spending too much time with them, which I have now. I have been hitting them with a hammer and a block of wood and brad nailing them to stay in place while the glue sets. At most, I've been not happy with the final look, as the dovetails would never be tight enough or closed properly. So I then moved on to clamping them to improve this, but now spending way too much time on them. I had found some would and some would not close to my satisfaction, which when then installed in the cabinet, they will slightly be out of line, which does not pass for handing over to customers. I know in a custom cabinet shop they use a drawer press to achieve the drawer box dovetails to look properly. Believe it or not, you need to use about 90 pounds of pressure to have a good lock joint. So I decided to go online and see the cost, figuring they can't be too much. Well, I was a bit surprised when I found out the cost. About $8,000 landed at my door. Ouch. Which now led me to design one that will do the job. The one I'm using in this video is my prototype and works perfect. Once I spend a little more time with it, I will change some of the materials to have a softer and professional touch. Well, let's move on and assemble a dovetail drawer box using my press. Let's time me, so get out your stopwatches. Let's see what it takes. First of all, when you receive your drawer boxes, you'll at times find a bunch of loose material inside the grooves. And the reason why is that they're kind of frays from when they're been cutting on the manufacturer's setup for doing the dovetails. And I believe it can be a couple of things. One, it could be the blades are not sharpened or changed soon enough. Or two, when they put it in and do the revolution on it, they are not having it revolute long enough to give it a proper clean joint. So basically you got to scrape the insides out to do that. So you got to grab both of the ends, and where the nail ends are, you want to make sure they're all cleaned out of any loose particle debris from that happening. And I see that pretty much on all the drawers, so it only takes a couple minutes to have them cleaned out. Okay, so you got them cleaned out, and then I'll always make sure I have an ample spot of glue in each one of the female ends, so when I clamp them together, glue will actually come out of them, so that way I know there's enough glue and it is a good job to hold your dovetail drawer together without using any screws or brad nails. So we got the glue in. I'm going to get this guy out here. So I'll take my rubber mallet, I'll bang each side on, do a slight amount. Drop our bottom in. Doesn't take long. Sometimes your bottoms are a little bit twisted, so you got to play with them a little bit. Make sure they're in your grooves enough. flip it up on the edge. Another wipe down. And you can see I'm just hitting it with a mallet hammer that joints just will not tighten up to proper. Want to make sure your boss is in good all ends. I'm just going to set her down on our press. Might have to adjust the plywood on the bottom, make sure it gets into the groove. And you want to trigger it, you don't want to hit it too fast. When it's gradual pressure, watch it all squeeze in. Sometimes what I'll do, especially on these bigger drawers, is I will flip them over and I'll give it another squeeze. I can make sure my bottoms are in still as well. Give her a good press, flip it back up. Or in this way. Sometimes you don't have to do it, but it doesn't look like your joint closed for you properly. You're best off to do it. You've got some glue, a couple of these joints that squirted out just a little bit. I'm getting better at getting the right amount in it, so nothing or just very little squirts. But I do put a good ample amount of glue in them. I'm going to make sure they're cleaned up nice. Now I'm going to pull her out of here and just take a look at her joint. She should be good. We know by using the press, it actually pulled them into place. Just hitting them with a hammer and a block of wood or a mallet does not do the trick. Let's take a look. We'll just clean it up here, a little bit of glue on here. Take the glue off. Some glue came off the ends over here. The light's just going to shoot across the top here a little bit now. So you can see how the grooves are pretty much even with each other. So it looks pretty much like a professional joint.
I'm not tall enough.
Oh, she's not tall enough, she said. So there we go.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Got a nice squeezed joint together, just like it should be. Okay, you can't accomplish that with just a mallet and a block of wood. Another thing I noticed with a lot of installers that I've seen, and even some that worked for me in the past, you ask them to do something, I think they forget their steps sometimes. But when you're putting on your blocks on the bottom of your drawer, you want to make sure, because they're so close to the edge here and your screw here, I'd say a good handful of people, they don't drill a hole. So basically what you use is a beveled, pointed drill bit. You don't want to go in too far and you don't want the hole too thick. You want to line it up nice and centered in there. You don't want to pilot holes. A lot of times you see screws falling out. Your homeowner half the time can't figure out where the screws are coming from. And this is one area where they fall out. And that's because people won't drill a pilot hole. So when they just put the screw straight in, being so close to the edge here, you'll actually split your wood. And they just close their eyes and walk away. But by drilling your pilot hole, first, you have an accomplishment of not splitting your wood, and your screw will stay in much better. And if you have all your tools, do a job properly, have them sitting in close proximity. When you're working, your job will go a lot faster and quicker. Now that didn't take long at all to put that drawer together, did it? So anyhow, if you want to contact me, my email is vcg12@live.com. My phone number is 778-349-3027. And again, when I looked online, the cheapest drawer press I could find was $8,000 approximate, landed at my door. With this here, I'm figuring once I get it to where I want it, it should be around $2,500 plus taxes and shipping, which is a far cry to $8,000. So anybody that is interested in purchasing one of my presses, feel free to contact me at any time. Have a good day now.
Good night.
Good night.